Imagine waking up one morning in your cozy home, sun filtering through the curtains, but instead of feeling content and at peace, there's a nagging heaviness in your chest, a quiet whisper that something essential is amiss. As we enter our 60s and beyond, life has a way of accumulating layers, responsibilities, habits, and compromises that can slowly pull us away from the core values that once defined us. These values are the bedrock of our identity. The principles like honesty, family, kindness, or simplicity that guide our decisions and bring meaning to our days. Yet when we drift from them, the result isn't always dramatic. It's often a subtle erosion, leaving us feeling lost, unfulfilled, and burdened by an invisible weight. This disconnection can manifest in restlessness, strained relationships, or even a profound sense of regret that shadows our later years. But here's the hopeful truth. Recognizing the signs early can be the turning point. It offers a path back to alignment, where your actions mirror your heart, restoring vitality, joy, and a deep sense of purpose. Today we'll delve into 5 unmistakable signs that you're not living your values after 60. Exploring each one with depth and care, we'll uncover why they matter, the emotional toll they take, and how to heal through practical steps. This isn't just information, it's a life-changing roadmap to reclaiming the authenticity you've earned over decades. Stay with me through to the end, or we'll reveal the one sign that's often hidden yet holds the profound key to unlocking lasting fulfillment and inner harmony. Sign 1. Face the lingering restlessness. This sign begins as a faint unease, a distant rumble of thunder on a clear day, but if ignored, it can build into a storm that disrupts your entire sense of well-being. Restlessness after 60 often signals that your daily life no longer aligns with your deepest values, creating an internal conflict that simmers beneath the surface. Why does this matter so profoundly? Because in our later years, when we've accumulated a lifetime of experiences, this misalignment can lead to a pervasive sense of dissatisfaction, or even simple pleasures lose their shine. Imagine valuing adventure and growth, yet finding yourself trapped in a monotonous routine of television and errands. The result is a draining fatigue that affects not just your mood but your physical health, perhaps contributing to sleepless nights or a diminished appetite for life. The negative impact is insidious. It erodes your confidence, makes you question past choices, and can foster a cycle of self-doubt that isolates you from the world. Yet, there's a beautiful healing aspect here. Acknowledging this restlessness is the first step toward renewal. It acts as a compassionate inner guide, urging you to pause and reflect on what truly matters. By addressing it, you can prevent years of accumulated sorrow, and instead, cultivate a renewed energy that infuses your days with purpose. This isn't mere speculation. It's drawn from the timeless wisdom that our elders have passed down, emphasizing that alignment brings clarity and calm. Emotionally, the pull is intense. It tugs at memories of a more vibrant self, warning that time is precious and urging action before the restlessness hardens into resignation. Consider the broader implications. In a society that often prioritizes productivity over personal truth, many seniors overlook this sign, only to face deeper regrets later. But by confronting it head-on, you open doors too small. Meaningful changes that ripple outward, enhancing relationships, health, and overall happiness. The solution lies in mindful awareness, turning that unease into a catalyst for positive transformation. This could truly save you from a path of quiet despair, leading instead to a life where each day feels intentional and alive. Let me paint a vivid picture through the story of Robert, a gentle soul in his mid-70s residing in a quaint suburb of Ohio. Robert had built his life around the value of honesty. As a mechanic for over 40 years, prided himself on straightforward dealings with customers, earning their trust and respect. His home was filled with mementos from those days, photos of grateful clients, tools polished from use. But retirement brought changes. With more free time, Robert joined a neighborhood poker group, where exaggerating wins and bluffing became the norm. At first, he chuckled along, embellishing his own stories to fit in. "Oh, that fish I caught was twice as big," say ignoring the twinge in his gut. Weeks turned to months, and the restlessness set in. Mornings, he'd sip his coffee staring out the window, feeling an unexplained irritability. "Why am I so on edge?" he'd mutter to himself. His wife Mary noticed first. "You haven't been yourself, dear," she said one evening, as they sat on the porch. Robert shrugged it off, but inside, the conflict grew. The turning point came during a family reunion. His grandson, wide-eyed and innocent, asked about Grandpa's adventures. Robert launched into a tall tale, but midway his voice faltered. The boy's admiring gaze felt undeserved. That night, alone in his study, the restlessness peaked. Tears welled as he recalled his father's words. "Honesty is the foundation of a good man." How had he strayed? The next day, Robert confided in Mary, who held his hand and encouraged him. He decided to realign. At the next poker night, he shared a genuine memory from his workshop days, no embellishments. The group listened, shared their own truths, and the atmosphere shifted to one of real connection. Relief flooded Robert. The heaviness lifted. He started a journal, noting daily, honest moments. Family bonds deepened conversations with his. Children became more open. Robert's days regained their spark. He volunteered at a local repair clinic, teaching kids the value of truth. In aligning back to honesty, he healed not just the restlessness, but rediscovered the joy of living authentically. For a practical action step, try this each evening. Find a quiet spot, perhaps with a cup of tea, and reflect on your day. Ask yourself, honestly, did my actions today reflect my core values? Not, jot down one small adjustment for the next day. Like choosing truth in a conversation. This simple habit builds self-awareness, gradually easing the restlessness and guiding you toward alignment. Over time, you'll notice a lighter heart and more peaceful nights, as it empowers you to make choices that honor your true self. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's transition gently to the next sign, one that often reveals itself in the fabric of our closest relationships. Sign 2. Heal the strained connections. Strained connections emerge when the bonds with family, friends, or community begin to fray, marked by misunderstandings, infrequent contact, or underlying tensions that weren't there before. This sign is particularly poignant because it highlights how drifting from your values can ripple outward, affecting those you care about most. Why is this so critical to address after 60? In our senior years, relationships become a cornerstone of emotional support and happiness. When they're strained, it can lead to profound loneliness, which many studies of elder wisdom associate with diminished well-being and even physical decline. Picture valuing loyalty and support, yet finding yourself withdrawing due to unresolved grudges or mismatched priorities. The negative consequence is a growing isolation that amplifies feelings of irrelevance or abandonment. This strain doesn't just hurt momentarily, it can accumulate, leading to family rifts that persist for years, robbing you of shared memories and mutual comfort in times of need. However, the healing potential is immense. By recognizing this sign, you invite reconciliation and renewal, fostering deeper and more authentic ties that enrich your life. Disalignment acts as a balm, mending emotional wounds and restoring the warmth of connection. Emotionally, it's a powerful force. It evokes the ache of lost intimacy while promising the joy of rediscovery, urging you to act before distances become permanent. Drawing from widely accepted insights, elders who realign their values often report stronger, more resilient relationships, as it encourages empathy and open communication. The impact extends beyond the personal. It models healthy dynamics for younger generations, creating a legacy of love. Ignoring this sign risks a cycle of bitterness, but confronting it with intention can transform potential loss into profound gain, ensuring your later years are surrounded by the support you deserve. Consider the heartfelt journey of Patricia, a compassionate woman in her late 60s from the sunny coasts of California. Patricia had always placed family unity at the heart of her values. Growing up in a large household, she cherished gatherings filled with laughter, shared meals, and unwavering support. As a mother and grandmother, she carried this forward, hosting holidays and offering a listening ear. But after her husband's retirement, Patricia dove into community volunteering, organizing events, helping at shelters which, while fulfilling, consumed her time. Calls to her children dwindled. Visits became sporadic. "I'm just so busy giving back," she'd tell herself, but deep down, a void formed. Her daughter Sarah called one afternoon. "Mom, we feel like you're slipping away. The grandkids ask about you." Patricia felt a pang but defended her schedule. The strain-built holiday dinners felt forced, conversations superficial. One rainy evening, alone in her kitchen, Patricia scrolled through old photos, tears falling as she realized how her actions contradicted her core value. "Family first," she whispered, echoing her mother's words. The low point came during a health scare. Hospitalized briefly, Patricia longed for her family's presence, but the emotional distance made reaching out hard. Upon release, she reflected, deeply, journaling her feelings. Healing began with a simple call to Sarah. "I've missed you all so much. Let's talk." They met, Patricia sharing her regrets openly. "I let busyness pull me away from what matters," she admitted, voice trembling. Hugs and forgiveness followed. Patricia adjusted her volunteer hours, prioritizing family time, weekly video chats, surprise visits. The connections mended. Laughter returned to gatherings. Her grandchildren's drawings adorned her fridge, a symbol of renewed bonds. Patricia's spirit lifted. She felt whole, her values realigned, turning strain into strength. Here's a straightforward action step. Each week, select one loved one and initiate a meaningful interaction, perhaps a phone call or a walk together. Share something genuine from your day and listen attentively to theirs without interruption. This practice honors your values of connection, rebuilds trust, and gradually heals strains, leading to warmer or supportive relationships that bring lasting comfort. Keep moving forward. You're stronger than you know. As we proceed, keep in mind that each sign interconnects, building toward a fuller understanding of alignment. Sign 3. Overcome the fading purpose. Fading purpose manifests as a gradual loss of direction, where days blend into one another without a sense of meaning or drive, signaling a disconnect from the values that once fueled your passions. This sign is vital because purpose is the spark that keeps us engaged and vital in our 60s and beyond. Without it, we risk slipping into apathy, which can exacerbate feelings of worthlessness and even contribute to a decline in mental sharpness. As per the collective wisdom of aging gracefully, envision holding creativity as a core value. Yet spending hours in passive activities like endless scrolling, the negative fallout is a hollow existence, where unfulfilled potential breeds frustration and self-criticism. This fading can lead to withdrawal from activities, straining health and relationships further. Yet the healing lies in rediscovery. Acknowledging this sign allows you to realign, reigniting that inner fire and infusing life with intention. This process can avert decades of aimlessness, replacing it with fulfillment that radiates outward. Emotionally, it's a call to arms, stirring nostalgia for purposeful times while inspiring hope for renewal, compelling you to seize the present. From enduring elder teachings, purpose isn't static, it evolves, and realigning values ensures it remains vibrant. The broader effect enhances resilience, as purposeful living promotes better habits and positive outlooks. Overlooking this invites stagnation, but embracing it unlocks potential joys, making every moment count. Reflect on James, a reflective gentleman in his early 80s from the vast plains of Texas. James had long valued learning and curiosity. His career as a history teacher was a testament, with shelves overflowing with books and artifacts from travels. Retirement promised more exploration, but routine took hold. Morning coffee, afternoon naps, evening news. This is rest, he thought. Initially, but soon, a void emerged. What's my role now? He'd ponder, feeling adrift. His wife Ellen observed, James, your eyes don't sparkle like before. He dismissed it, but the fading purpose deepened, leading to irritable days and withdrawn evenings. A pivotal moment arrived at his grandson's graduation. The young man quoted a historical figure James had taught him, but James felt disconnected from that legacy. That night, insomnia struck, memories flooding of passionate lectures. "I've let learning slip," he realized with sorrow. The turning point: visiting a local museum where an exhibit stirred old flames. James enrolled in an online course on ancient civilizations, then joined a senior discussion group. Dialogues reignited his zeal. He shared stories, absorbed new facts. Purpose surged back. He mentored his grandson, wrote family history notes. Helen beamed, "You're alive again." James's days gained structure and joy, his values of learning central once more. Overcoming the fade with vibrant alignment. Implement this action step. Dedicate time weekly to identify 3 core values then. Brainstorm 1 activity per value that excites you. Reading a book for learning perhaps. Schedule and commit to it. This rekindles purpose, counters fading, and fosters a sense of accomplishment and direction. If these words resonate with you, please comment number 3 below to show your support. Let's now explore the 4th sign, which often surfaces in moments of quiet reflection. Sign 4. Confront the growing regrets. Growing regrets appear as persistent thoughts of what if or I wish, replaying past decisions that clashed with your values, accumulating like unspoken burdens. This sign demands attention because regrets can dominate our mindset after 60, overshadowing achievements and preventing full enjoyment of the present, leading to emotional stagnation that affects daily mood and vitality. Suppose kindness is your pillar, yet you recall moments of harshness. The consequence is a self-imposed guilt that fosters anxiety and erodes self-esteem. This buildup can isolate you, as unaddressed regrets hinder vulnerability in relationships. But confrontation brings healing. By facing them, you release their hold, allowing forgiveness and growth that align you anew. This can dissolve years of inner turmoil, paving the way for serenity. Emotionally, it's re-evoking pain from missed opportunities, while offering liberation, motivating change. Timeless wisdom advises viewing regrets as lessons, not chains. Realigning transforms them into stepping stones. The impact is holistic, improving mental clarity and openness to new experiences. Dismissing this perpetuates suffering, but engaging it yields freedom and renewed optimism. Meet Linda, an elegant woman in her 70s from the bustling streets of New York. Linda cherished generosity. As a nurse, she gave selflessly to patients, finding joy in small acts. Yet in her family, stress made her withhold affection, quick tempers, forgotten praises. Post-retirement, regrets surged after her sister's passing. "I never told her how much she meant," Linda lamented. Nights brought haunting reflections. Appetite waned. Her friend urged, "Face it, Linda." Reluctant at first, a dream of her sister prompted action. She gathered family, shared vulnerabilities. "I've held back love and it hurts." Tears flowed, apologies accepted. Linda began generous gestures, handwritten notes, surprise visits. Regrets faded, bonds flourished. She volunteered. Again, channeling generosity fully. Linda's heart mended, her life richer in alignment. Here's your action. Weekly, reflect on a specific regret. Write a letter of forgiveness to yourself or the involved. Then perform a related kind act. This confronts and heals, reducing the growth of regrets while reinforcing values. Your journey to a better tomorrow begins with this step. Stay inspired. Finally, we arrive at the 5th sign, the subtle yet transformative one many miss. Sign 5. Embrace the hidden disconnect. The hidden disconnect lurks in everyday inconsistencies, where your routines and choices subtly contradict your inner truths, creating a fragmented self. This sign is crucial, as it undermines authenticity, leading to a superficial existence that drains vitality in later life. If simplicity is valued, yet complexity clutters your world, the result is chronic stress and dissatisfaction. Negatively, It builds resentment toward oneself, impacting health and joy. Healing comes through embrace. Identifying mismatches allows integration, fostering wholeness. This can revolutionize your experience, turning discord into harmony. Emotionally emote, it's subtle yet urgent whispering of inauthenticity while promising integrity. Elder lore stresses authenticity for peace, lining bridges the gap. Effects include enhanced self-respect and fulfilling interactions. Ignoring deepens the void, but embracing yields profound unity. Recall Barbara, a resilient lady in her mid-60s. From Murrow, Pennsylvania, Barbara prized peace and nature. Her garden was her sanctuary. But societal expectations pushed her into a hectic social sign club's events. This is living, she convinced herself. But fatigue mounted. Her brother, noted, sis, you're not happy. Quiet hike revealed the disconnect. It craved calm, she admitted. She scaled back commitments, focused on gardening and walks. Peace returned. Friendships deepened with like-minded souls. Barbara embraced her true self, healing the hidden rift. Try this. Audit your week for value mismatches. Place one discordant habit with an aligning one, like a nature walk for peace. This embraces and resolves, bringing cohesive fulfillment. Drop a comment below and let us know one way you'll apply this wisdom in your life. In wrapping up, these 5 signs: lingering restlessness, strained connections, fading purpose, growing, regrets, and hidden disconnect serve as gentle yet insistent reminders to realign with your values. Each carries the weight of potential loss, but also the promise of profound healing and joy. By heeding them, you harness the power to craft a life of authenticity, where every day resonates with purpose and peace. Reflect deeply, which sign echoes in your heart. What first step will you take toward alignment? If this video has illuminated your path, please like, subscribe, share it with a dear one. It might be the spark they need. Let your wisdom light the way.